Listen, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're engaged in a very interesting topic this Medical Tuesday, homemade drugs. A lot of young people experimenting with something called scissor or purple drang, lean, dirty Sprite, whatever it is that you want to call it out there. And of course, we're trying to help our young people out there and their parents as well, to know about the danger of this stuff, because you said it's made of Schedule 2 or Schedule 1 drugs that you can obtain at a pharmacy very easily.
The cough syrup is obtainable over the counter.
But what are the devastating effects that this could have on your health if you do consume these drugs in copious amounts?
Right, so codeine, the opiate, obviously causes that feeling of euphoria, a bit of pleasurable experience initially, but can cause certainly drowsiness as a big side effect. So people working with machinery, people driving, people consuming this thinking that it's a joke before they go out at night and go out for a big night on the town partying and so forth, must understand it impairs your judgment, so that then leads to complications in many areas of your life. That combined with the sedative, which is the antihistamine or promethazine, causes you to feel extremely drowsy. So with that obviously comes then things happening to you. Obviously sexual crimes can be an issue and so forth. And also you're doing things that you wouldn't otherwise
and stuff
normally
that will get you into trouble for the rest of your life. Think about that for a moment.
Combined with alcohol.
Yeah, so how do parents and maybe even friends know that a friend of mine is using something that they shouldn't be, and therefore I need to take some kind of action? What are the telltale signs?
So I think the first thing, that someone's using it, you'd certainly look for those symptoms. You'll hear dialogue about syrup. There's a lot. The word syrup comes into everything because of the cough syrup.
Yes.
So you'll hear about kids saying, I'm leaning on the syrup, for example. Leaning because they can't stand up straight necessarily, but also leaning on it in a dependency type of way. And then for most of the time, you actually notice someone's dependency on codeine from them withdrawing from codeine, which means the restlessness, the irritability, the mood surges, etc. Also a bit of tremulousness.
Yes.
So those are the signs you would observe physically.
Yeah. Now, of course, we do want to engage with you on this topic, so do give us a call if you've got any questions or comments to make regarding homemade drugs. 083-9133-728, that's the number to dial. So now that we know that this is happening, why don't we just stop it? Why are we still allowing kids to buy cough syrup, and how do we control it? Why aren't we controlling it?
100%. So by law, I think at the moment, 14 years old is what you need to be in order to go and purchase an over-the-counter drug in South Africa. So if you look at that and consider the fact that a 14-year-old has access to go and buy a cough mixture, obviously it's dependent on what's in the cough mixture as to what schedule it is, Schedule 2, 3, 4, 5. And you obviously need a script for medication that's greater than Schedule 3, for example.
Yes.
When it comes to codeine, because people could get painkillers over the counter, even adults, we've now implemented looking at the amount of codeine that people are purchasing at pharmacies. It's not standardized throughout our country yet, but there are certainly steps that have been taken. I know the Pick and Pay group actually also initiated it. Looking at, for example, looking at how many painkillers containing codeine someone is purchasing, and that being stored on a system that then is centralized, so that people can monitor the use of codeine specifically in our communities. And that's what we need to be vigilant about.
Absolutely.
What our pharmacists need to do, obviously, is be aware of the fact that teenagers are actually using it for the effect that we mentioned.
Absolutely. Listen, guys, we're going to keep our lines open. 083-9133-728. I know that your friends might have told you it's cool, you might have heard it in a song, but you are playing with your life. Literally, you're playing with your life. So if you are maybe even struggling with addiction to homemade drugs, do give us a call. You can call in anonymously if you'd like. We just want to try and help you as best as we can. One more time, that number, 083-9133-728. We'll continue our chat with Dr. Green shortly.